Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to talk about my products regrets. So products I regret buying, things that disappointed me, things that I just do not like in general, and just like products that doesn't work for me. So I just want to say, if any of these products are like your favorite products, that I'm sorry, that just didn't work for me, and I want to share that with you guys. So if you have the same skin type as me or the same like preference, you might stay away from them. But I just want to talk about the things that doesn't work as well, because I find it very helpful watching these videos, because if you just hear about the things that work all the time, I feel like I always end up kind of confused, because I'm like, not every product is so amazing. So I wanted to just share with you guys the products that I personally was disappointed with, and I think we can just jump right into it. So I have two foundations here. The first one is the L'Oreal Infallible Matte Foundation. I just heard so many people rave about this foundation, and I personally don't really get it, because I do not like it. I don't know what it is, because when I first apply it, it is so mattifying, almost looks drying on my skin. It's so matte. But then after like 4 or 5 hours, I look so oily, like in my T-zone. So I don't get that. There's something about it that makes me not love this foundation, and I wish I loved it. Like, this is a foundation that I've heard so many things about, and I've heard so many nice things about, but for me, it just didn't work on my skin. And another one is from Maybelline, and this is their Dream Wonder Nude Foundation. And this foundation was just weird. I don't know what to say. It's not horrible, but it just was a weird foundation. First off, I hate the packaging. I hate that it comes in this dropper thing, because it's so liquidy that it just gets like messy really quick. It should be in a pump or something like that, because it's so thin. It kind of went like oily and patchy throughout the day, and I just didn't like these. So if you have like my skin type, I want to say stay away from these. If you have been wanting them, then I just want to say I don't like them. I think I want to go in the order of like how I apply things on my face. I just feel like that always makes sense. So the next thing is something that I've only heard great things about. I've only heard amazing things about it, and that is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. Full coverage, anti-aging, waterproof concealer. First off, I don't like the packaging, because when you kind of squeeze it out, you get so little amount of it, and it's so thick. I just don't like how it looks on my under eyes. I feel like it makes my under eyes look kind of sweaty and wet, and even when I set it, I don't like the way it looks. I know so many people love this, so I'm not gonna say it's a bad product, because this is like one of the most like bestseller concealers like in the world. Everyone loves this. If I make it work, I will let you guys know, but so far it just wasn't what I expected, I guess. Then we have two products from The Balm, and these are kind of random. I've had them in my collection for a long time, but I just never reached for them, and I was like, why do I not reach for them? And I was like, I know why. And these are this is the Bahama Mama and the Balm Desert. And this one is a bronzer. You open it up, and this is the packaging. This is so popular. Everyone loves this. But it's just too dark and such a weird color on my skin tone. It's just like true brown, like a cool dark brown. And I just would never think of using that as a bronzer. And it also just felt like it looked kind of patchy and weird, and I don't know, it just didn't work for me. And the Balm Desert, this is a blush slash bronzer, but it is definitely more of a bronzer color. I'm always just like so confused when it comes to products like that. Like, is it a bronzer? Is it a blush? What the heck is it? So when I tried to use it as a bronzer, it worked nice, but it kind of gave me like that rosy look, and I don't want a rosy face, you know what I mean? If you have a very cool toned skin, so very like rosy undertones, you might like this one, but because I have more yellow undertones, it just kind of didn't work on my skin tone, I guess. Then we have a highlighter, and this is from NYX Cosmetics, and this is the Illuminator in Ritualistic. And this is not a bad product. This is not a horrible, terrible product, but I just was disappointed with this. It just didn't do enough. And NYX has an amazing highlight palette. The Strobe of Genius palette is so good. I love that one. Kind of reminds me of NARS Albatross in the color, so if you like that type of a highlighter, you might like this, but I don't really like that type of highlighter. I want it to be beaming intense, as you can see. And this one just wasn't intense enough, and it was just a little bit powdery, a little bit chalky, a little bit not what I like. Then the next product is probably the worst product in this video, and I'm so sorry because I love this brand so much. And it is the Urban Decay Naked Illuminating Trio. It was just too glittery. Like, it was too glittery, and I've never heard anyone say that they want a glittery highlighter, because when you have a glittery highlighter, it just looks chalky and it looks like you have just like random glitter dots all over your face, and most people don't want that. We want a frosty, intense highlighter or a more like satin finish. We don't want glitter. I don't know if this product was like really rushed to just get it out there because highlighters are so popular, but it just was a huge fail, and it was just glitter everywhere, and I don't like any of the colors in the palette, and nope, skip on this one. Really, just you will thank me. And the next thing I've been actually wanting to talk to you guys about for probably over a year, but I always forget to talk about it in these videos. So this is the Inglot beauty blender. Worst beauty blender ever tried. I don't like it at all. Like, when I wet this, it gets big, and I thought that would be nice, but it just feels like I'm punching myself in the face. It really just feels like that. It's so heavy. I don't know. It just feels like I'm really punching myself, and I don't like this beauty blender. So really just stay away from the Inglot beauty blender. I don't like it. Then we have an eyeshadow stick. This is from the Body Shop, and this is the eye color sticks, and I actually tried this one in a first impression, like full face first impression, and I wasn't impressed with it. I really had to build this up like crazy. Like, I really had to build this up, because when I applied it and then tried to like smudge it out, it just kind of disappeared and went kind of like in a weird like gray color. I just feel like these weren't really that good, so I would just stay away from these if I was you. Then we have 2 mascaras and 2 lip products left. So the first mascara is my biggest disappointment, and it is the MAC Insta Curl Lash. It looks like this. I think this is a newer type of mascara. I think they have it for not more than a year, at least probably half a year. I don't know, it's kind of a newer one. And it's so cool because when you take it out like that, it has a really nice brush. It looks like it would be amazing. And you can actually twist this one. As you can see, actually curls. Now straight up like that, or you can have it curled, which is so genius. I really like that. I just think that's so like cool, and I love when brands do that thing, and it looks like it would be a great mascara. My problem with this one is to smudge so bad, and I normally never have a problem with mascaras smudging. And the way this looked on my lashes was just horrible. Like, I feel like I'm so rude, but I really hated the way this one looked on my lashes. I have very, very short, soft lashes that goes downwards, okay? So just imagine that. Like, the ultimate not good lashes standard. I don't like my lashes, they're horrible. But I have a few mascaras that actually makes them look good. But this one really made them worse. Like, it didn't do anything. I felt like it made my lashes look so thin and short and droopy and weird. I don't like it. I really don't like it. But you might try it for yourself, because everyone is so different when it comes to mascaras. But for me, I didn't like this, and I'm not going to use it. So I might give it away to someone else so they can try it out. But for me, it was a no-no. Then we have liquid lipsticks. And I can't believe I'm saying this. Everyone loves these. Everyone loves these. But I don't love them. So it is the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks. I have 4 colors, and I actually have 2 of them on today because I don't know, I just wanted to try them again. Requiem and Bow and Arrow, and I love this combination. This color is beautiful. And my problems with the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks is that they fade so quick. Like, I used especially the Lolita color. I don't like this one because after just a few hours, it starts to fade in the corners, in the like inner part right here, and you can kind of see my own lip color, and it just kind of looks like a weird, like almost like lip line around the lips. And I think I was just so disappointed with this one because I've heard so many nice things about them. I've heard they were like the best liquid lipsticks ever, and when you open them and try them, they're so pigmented. Like, I can show you, they're so pigmented and they look amazing, but it just don't hold up on my lips. This color called Nubble, this really light peach nude color, I thought would be a nice like highlighty liquid lip. but it's just too sheer. So I feel like the nude colors are a little bit sheer, especially the Nuble color. It was just a little bit too sheer and I didn't like it. The two colors that I like more than the other ones are Bow and Arrow and Requiem. I do kind of like these, but they do the same as the Lolita one, but I think it's just because this is darker, the Lolita, so I can see it more easily. But they just fade so ugly. Like, they really fade in a weird way, and they're also kind of drying on my lips. I'm not saying that they're terrible, but I'm not going to continue buying these because I just wasn't impressed with the formula. So that's that. So the last thing is something that I have a serious love-hate relationship with, because I seriously love these, but I also hate them. And that is the Kylie Cosmetics lip liners. And love the formula, love the colors, love the way that they last on my lips, love everything about them except for the packaging. And this has happened to every one of my lip liners. So, and I have 4 different ones and it has happened with all of them. You open it up. Can you see that? And the lip liner just goes straight out like that. It just doesn't stick to anything. It just falls out. And it's so messy to use because it can kind of break when you use it. And you lose so much of the product. It is just so weird because I've never heard anyone like complain about this. I'm not going to continue buying the lip liners if she doesn't do anything about that, because that's just not cool. I love the lip kits and the whole like Kylie Cosmetics thing. I really do. I'm one of the ones that really think is cool, but I don't like when these break. But in general, these lip liners are really good, but it actually happens to all of them. So see, this one looks fine, but you can't just take it out like that. It's just not sturdy, I guess. So next thing is a mascara. This is from L'Oreal, and this is the Falls Lash Wings Sculpt Mascara. I really do like L'Oreal mascaras in general. They work nice on my lashes. It just gave me so many clumps and it just kind of really volumized like crazy, but didn't give me any length, any separation, any curl, anything like that. So I think if you have very, very long lashes, you might like it, but because I have very short, thin lashes, this was a no-go for me. So the last thing that I want to mention is this from Sigma, and this is the Express Patent Pending. This like thing that you wash your brushes with. And it's a cool concept. It just doesn't give sense to me because why would you bother buying these things? Like, why? Like, who buys these? Like, oh, I want to spend like $30 on like a cleaning thing for my brushes. I just don't get the thing about it. I feel like the bigger one that you just like put your hand in is kind of better, but this like flimsy travel thing I don't get. You're supposed to like rinse it here, wash it here, and refine it here. Like, why not just use your hand and just swirl it in there? I don't know. I just don't get it. Like, who cares about these? Like, if I was you, I would just not buy these. If you really want some of these, get the original, like the bigger one that you put your hand in. This little flimsy thing, I won't recommend. So that, guys, is it for this video. I really hope you guys liked it, and if you liked it, then don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys!